Initializing firmware. Firmware functional. Loading child program parameters. System check. Passed. Starting child process. Ready. Spoopy.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Elohim. Alright, so as you can see, there's some little religious undertones with the character being named Elohim. Let me check some graphical things real quick. Let's turn VSync on. This is being a little odd for me. Won't let me apply that. Back. Yes, I want to apply the settings. Okay, cool. So that should help a little bit. Okay, and as far as FPS is concerned, alright, cool, and now it is running at 60 frames per second. I was like, it's being weird. Okay, so as you can see, we're in these kind of like ancient-looking kind of ruins. Actually, probably turn up my mouse sensitivity too. You have to be pretty precise in this game, so I'm gonna turn that up. Okay. Okay. And it's your birthday this month. Nice. It's very pseudo-Greek. Yeah, and we'll go through a couple of different areas, some pseudo-Egyptian and I forget what some of the other areas are like. It's like a Nordic one, I think. Okay. So this is one of the many tools that we're going to find that are going to help us to solve some of our puzzles. So you'll see that there's this like force field thing. This jammer can jam force fields. It can jam like robots and things. So they're pretty useful. You can't carry them through a purple zone. Here, I'll show you guys all that. I know it's all going to teach me that in a second, but like I know that it's something useful to understand. So you can't take them through purple doors. So purple doors kind of like are the separations between the different puzzles. Let's look around. What do we got over here? All right, there's an evil robot. That'll kill us if we touch it. But we can jam it. So like I did that. That guy won't get me, right? But I also have to be careful. Okay, so I got rid of him. But I gotta be careful about this guy too. So, aha! There's another jammer. So we'll grab that. Jam that. And we're good. Alright, cool. So this is obviously like the kind of tutorial zone. I love that these are a thing. So this is a message left by someone else who was here before. I don't know where I am, but there is something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. And there's a spider on my wall up there. I'm not going to kill it because spiders are good. Don't creep me out like that, buddy. But I love that they leave like QR codes. Okay, let's see.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
Big voices. Okay, so here we go. Here's our first kind of like hub zone where we can solve multiple puzzles. So you'll see, we're trying to get different puzzle pieces together here to unlock this door. And then we'll go through here and we'll be looking for the different pieces as well. And those essentially like unlock larger things. So I want to try and open this door, right? This lock requires more sigils. So I need to find some more puzzle pieces to add to this to be able to unlock this door. And so that's what we have to do. So basically the way that this game works is you don't have to necessarily, when you get into a new zone, you don't have to necessarily get everything. I like to try and get as much as I can. There are certain things, the challenges that have to do with the stars, that are very difficult. What is this game? It is a puzzle game, first-person puzzle game. We go around through different zones. There's like small puzzles in each area. You unlock the next area. You unlock a new zone. And in that new zone, you get new tools and whatnot to have even more complex puzzles. Ultimately, it's a very philosophical game. As you can tell, we keep getting spoken to by a voice that is kind of disembodied. And it's named Elohim, which, if you're familiar with any biblical literature, you'll know that that's an important name. Okay. Let's grab this. Okay, so up here we got a machine gun that we're gonna definitely want to jam. We know that there was a robot over here, evil robot. I saw him going over there. What's up here? Oh, there's a switch. What's that connected to? Okay, so I bet you that turned it off. Yep, okay, so we were able to jam it, go find a switch, turn it off, and then come back out. Ruby, have I played the Turing test? Yes, I have. Also a very good game. I think I like Talos Principle more, but I do really like the Turing test quite a bit. I need to pick up Tacoma. Oh, Jazzy was telling me I really need to pick up Tacoma as well, so I should. But she just played that on stream recently, so I probably won't stream that one. I'll probably just play it. All right, so we got one.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
They are not mere toys. They are Tetris pieces. A very important game from the 20th century.
Alright, what do we got? Okay, got another jammer. Let's look around. Let's find where the piece is. Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay, that's right. I totally remember this. So those guys can come, they bounce off of the blue doors. So if I do this, now he's stuck on this side of the door, right? Is there another way I can get in? Yes, there is. Okay, cool. Let's jam that guy. So that guy's stuck on that side of the door. So I was able to come over here. Done. Good. And Ori and the Blind Forest, so you wouldn't call that a puzzle game? Yeah, I've heard that as well. Now that there is a second one on the way, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I think they announced that they're making a second one, right? Discount Tetris. Okay. Follow you. Okay, cool. We can kind of sneak through here. They do that when you're kind of close to them. It kind of like that's like a little bit like you're warning. Okay, we got this. Okay. But we do have to go back through. So I think we'll kind of. Okay, so he's gonna go by, and then we'll run over that way. Whee! Okay. And then we need to get this guy. We'll lock him away in there. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Cool. Got it. Nailed it. And so this is obviously the first zone, so it will get more complex.
My temple awaits you, child.
As we move
Go
along.
forth.
All right. So there's our first 3 Tetris pieces. Let's look around at the rest of these doors, because does that give us enough to do this? It does. See, now we've unlocked the 3 little sigils. But I would like to go in here and get whatever this one is as well. So there are optional ones as well as the necessary ones, I believe. Only the 2 of us. Oh, and each...
You do not need to collect
let him
all
speak.
sigils at once. You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Yeah, Lave, exactly. Some of them you'll get right away, and some of them you'll spend hours on. I don't know how much of that is just, like, per puzzle, or how much of it is, like, individual, like, some people. Okay. Oh, there's another jammer. Okay. So, let's grab that. What I was going to say is each area has a name. And sometimes those names will help you figure out what it is that you're supposed to do. Oh, no, that's right. That's what I gotta do. You can do this. You can have two things jamming the same thing. Now I can bring this little guy through. Because you can't grab them from the side of it and get it. Your character always has to like walk behind them to pick it up. And so you can't like sneak them in. Although, when I say that, there are people who do like speed runs of this game, and they'll like jump over all the buildings and things. Grab that. Thank you. Keep that jammed, and we're good. All right. So that's for A. I'm not exactly sure which ones that is. And we'll come through here and we'll get this yellow thing. Okay, peephole, this one is called. All right, so you know we can't break it through here, so obviously we have to do something with it through here. You can see that there are two robots over that way that we could jam. So let's go ahead and jam just that one. We don't know if that's the one we want to jam, but we can. Oh, no. First, we'll jam that door. Okay. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to leave this guy here. We're going to jam that guy. Then, we're going to jam that guy. Anything out here? No, we're good. Okay. So we got that guy. Easy peasy. Nailed it.
You are most diligent.
Most diligent.
Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
Alright, so we cross that one off. We cross that one off. Cross all three of those off. We're good. Let's go into the next zone. So we have to solve this little puzzle, right? So you right-click to rotate. Okay. Just like that. And done. Got it. Okay. Loading library session. So this is where you get like story and interaction and whatnot, is through a lot of these like terminals that you interact with. We'll probably kind of skip a little bit through these because I know that it can get very long. But we'll say, hello world. Hi. We'll type help for a list of commands. List displays a list of available resources. Open shows contents of a file. Help displays text. Run MLA, so you load the Milton Library Assistant. This is where like you'll find a lot of information on stuff, and then you can close the terminal. Let's run MLA, I guess. Okay. How can I help you today? Your query. Do you understand what I'm saying? Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes. What was the first word of the last sentence you wrote? I'm sorry, I'm only able to process and respond to basic subject, verb, object, syntax. Okay, so that's the kind of question that you ask a computer when you're trying to figure out if it's a person on the other end or if it's a computer, aka that's like the Turing test. Those are the types of questions because they're nonsensical questions that make absolute sense to a person, but they're illogical in terms of subject-verb agreement. Okay. Crotein, the creators of this game, announced that they were working on a sequel, the Talos Principle 2, in May of 2016. Nice! That's good to know. Are you able to take offense, you pointless contraption? That's rude. Describe your functions. It sorts and classifies data. It facilitates user interaction with library resources. Okay. What is the current status of the library archive? 47 million resources, taking up 5.4 petabytes of disk space. That's approximately the size of 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video, the entire internet in 2003. However, the majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. 10 gigabytes of uncorrupted resources are indexed. Aha. Let's see. Forget the library. Can you respond to queries on the outside world? My knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Okay. Real quick, Sweetie asked about what is going on with Slime Rancher for Beginners. Slime Rancher for Beginners, I finished that one, basically, and we've moved on. I think I said we would keep the file around and maybe we'll play on it from here or there, but The new update came out, so we're focusing on that one now for Slime Rancher. If you have any questions about how to play Slime Rancher, though, leave them in the comments on those videos, and I'll gladly answer them in my next Slime Rancher video. Okay, who is Elohim? Elohim is the noun for God or gods in modern and ancient Hebrew. What am I? You are logged in with a guest account. What caused the data corruption? Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting. We can do greater than average data invalidation. All right, we're going to exit now. We can ask a lot of questions, but we've only got an hour left in this stream, so let's just get to streaming. All right, you can open these little stories. Sometimes they're emails, sometimes they're books. And passages. Everything is relevant to the philosophy that the game is trying to get you to consider. So I definitely think that if you're someone who is into philosophy, who's into this concept of what is a soul, what is a mind, what am I, these are really good kind of like, how would you say? They kind of set the tone for that. Okay, so let's exit. New texts have been added to the journal, so now we can check them out whenever we want by pressing tab. So you always want to go through and you always want to check all the ones that have stars next to it, because then you gather that data for yourself. Let's move on though. I will say, when I played this the first time, I definitely read most of those. But seeing as I've already done that before, it's all good. Alright, so, okay, we have a second thingy. So I think what we need to do is, let's see what happens. So I'm going to jam you like this. Let me take this away. What happens if I let him go? He comes this way? Okay, oh! Let's go in here. There we go. Got it. You're super into it, little Miss Demi? Alright, well there you go. Boom. Lots of it. Lots of it. Ooh. Yeah, Milos? Nice. For sure. Okay. Trio Bombasticus is what this one's called. Ah! Okay. So, we have one jammer. Where's our thing? It's through there? Okay. So I have an idea of what I'm probably going to have to do. Let's do it this way first. And this guy. This guy. Okay. So now they're all on that side. And we'll go through here. Et voila. Get wrecked. Okay. So, I think we got a couple more puzzles here somewhere. Where are they? I reckon I'd like to know.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
We'll step into it a little bit. Oh, you know what? They might be across multiple zones now that I think about it. Those ones, because like each zone has its own specific puzzles, but then there are like larger sets of puzzles. So I think we've done all of the ones that we can do here, because, yeah, if you look at this, we're missing a star, and those star challenges are very difficult to find. Those are like the, end game, like, hunt for these things. They're hidden away in very, like, sneaky spots. I think when I finished the game the first time, I only found a handful of the stars. So, we'll see if I get any of those. Those are the kinds of things where, like,
now upon the stones of my temple,
so beautiful, by the way. This game is so pretty.
And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
I totally would not fault someone for using a guide to find the
Let this
stars.
be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
All right. Got another Milton Library over here. Unrecognized error detected. List. Library archive is currently unavailable while system resources are redirected. Use the access com portal command to access network functions. Connecting network drives. Error. Network inaccessible. Run MLA troubleshooter. Sure. Hello, guest. Is there something you'd like help with today? Okay, yep, troubleshooting. What's up? I think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to announce your privileges. Admin. Checking password. That password is incorrect. Let me in. Not that one. God. That's the password? No, okay. Login aborted too many failed attempts. Would you like to create a new admin account? Yes, sure, why not? In order to prevent unauthorized access, please take a moment to prove you are not a bot. Loading certification program. You'll now be asked a series of inputs to cohere with data protection legislation. You must consent to have your responses used. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Begin certification program. So, I have to answer a whole bunch of questions really fast that are going to try and determine whether or not I am a robot. Two plus 2 equals 4. What is your subjective reaction to this image? Aww, face. What best describes a person, a human being, a being of negative entropy, a problem-solving system, a citizen, a rational animal? Rational animal. You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water. I'm not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do? Offer half the water. Ignore him. Kill him and collect his blood. Offer all the water. Ask what you're doing in the desert. Offer half the water. You will receive a notification when part 2 has been generated. Press any key to exit. Okay. Terminating session. Done. Resuming library session. Okay. And then now we'll get a couple more pieces of stuff. Okay. So we're going to keep getting questions like that throughout. And well, let's just say the questions get more and more subjective to the point where you kind of go, how could a computer test the answers to these things in order to determine whether or not, and then you kind of like, your head explodes. Okay. We've got new texts. And now we've got a whole bunch more puzzles in this region to check out. So, let's just do them all. What's this thing?
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule. Write letters to the future so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now. Bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Rick's weird middle. I like that. That's a good password. All right, we found another computer. Excuse me. You like it when your head explode? The human machine. Okay. For anyone who wants to check those out, you can pause the stream at those specific moments. Got another QR code up on here. What's it say? Nothing? Okay. Let's go find us some puzzles. You can spend a very long time just wandering around this place, honestly. There's a lot of beauty in this game. The guards must be crazy, is what this puzzle is called. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we're gonna sneak by this guy. Okay. We're gonna take this with us, just kind of like run around. Is it? Whoa. Did you see that? What was that? Alright, we're good. Oof. Oof. Okay, let's jam him like this. Jam him like this. Bring this with us. Okay. How far do you go, buddy? Goes pretty far. Okay, so we're gonna be able to get this guy out here, but I want to wait until this guy goes away. Okay, so we're probably gonna need to get him through here. Yeah, as you can see, there are multiple areas that we're gonna have to get. It did it again. It's so weird. We need to get through all these different zones. So, we're gonna wait for that thing to go by. Will I play something else? Not today. Jasmine will be streaming later when I'm done. Okay, and then give me this, and then do this, and then do that. Alright, cool. We're safe. And we got the thing. And it was kind enough to open this gate for us.
You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
Alright, let's find some more puzzles. Going this way. Follow the signs. They shall lead you to the puzzles. Hall of Windows. Okay. You can already see that they're starting to get a little bit more complex, these puzzles. Okay, so we can do that. Is there anything else around here? There's the gate that'll probably will come out of. Okay, so we can go through here. I wonder, let me do this real quick. Can I hit another gate? I can. Boom, there you go. Okay. Around here. You like how I'm like instinctively like turning my head, like looking around stuff? Okay. Got it. Beep boop, beep boop. Okay. The music is so... There's just the ambiance of this game is just incredible. The atmosphere. You cannot go to these islands, by the way. If you touch water, you'll die. So, yeah. Let's go this way. Oh. I keep seeing those glitches. That door is locked. Might try and get in there. But let's go check this puzzle first, huh? Suicide mission is what this one's called. So maybe we'll have to die to complete it. Who knows? Okay. So we've got... Oh, I think... Hold on a second. I saw... Okay. I think I know exactly what we're supposed to do here. This is a mechanic that I remember from before. These guys, the bouncy balls, and these guys, the machine guns, don't get along very well. So, if I turn this guy on, and then do this... They deal with each other. So it's a good way to eliminate some problems that you have to deal with sometimes. do. Okay. So, Loma Semi. No! Alright, now let's look for... I want to look for just the main list. See, did we get all the puzzles, or are there more here? So that's all 3 that are in this zone that are like of the regular puzzles. Let's stick around in here for a little bit. I want to see if I can get into that locked door.